Check, check.
Yo.
Hey, we got stuff.
Cool. Here we are. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good. Guess we'll just give it a second or two.
Yeah, we'll give it a few. We can, yeah.
Maiden voyage.
Yeah. Turn the music back up. Let's see. Let's get a little dance going.
Do it.
This is nice. All right. 3 people on Facebook. I see it. Ooh, I don't know about this. Let's see. Hey, there we go. Buy our merch. Subscribe to YouTube.
Well, I guess we'll get going. You want to go ahead and get going?
Yeah, we can.
Since it's the first time we've ever done this, we have 0 notes. But so, are you going to keep that music going the whole time? That's fine with me.
No, I'm going to fade it out.
Okay.
We can turn it down. Let me get back to where I was.
Okay. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just talk about the game. You know, PLo and I just walked back into the house for coming from the Reed Green Coliseum, and Southern Miss played tonight. Won pretty handily over Xavier of Louisiana, 76-45.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
You know, I tell you, it means for a little while there. I don't know about you, PLo, but for a little while, Xavier played really hard, and Ladner talked about it in the pregame that this was going to be an NAIA team, unlike some of the others, and for a while we saw that, and they really never stopped pressing. They never stopped. Borderline doing some dirty rebounding stuff, but
right.
But at the end of the day, you know, Southern Miss prevailed 76-45, so it was a good win. And I think another thing that I thought that was good was we played a lot of guys, and those guys that got in the game, because at some point we're gonna have to come up with some depth, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I feel like you could see that a little bit. We're getting those guys, and early on, I mean, our bench was much better early. You know, Kobe got scoring. It was, I think, who was it? Phil in our group chat said something about, Jose had 6 early, Armstrong had 7, Kobe had 9. So, those bench guys came in, started making a difference.
Well, Kobe's going to have to be a big part.
Yeah, he is.
You know, I don't know what happened in Akron. I don't know why he only played 5 minutes. But for this team to be successful against teams like that, teams that are probably going to make a run at postseason basketball. I mean, you know, Akron was picked to win the MAC, right?
Yep.
So that's like playing a team that was picked to win our league. So it's a good team. And to beat good teams, you're going to have more than Crow, more than DI, right? More than Hart. I mean, those 3 are big pieces, but to win those really big games when it comes to, but you saw it in the Akron game. We're up till 4 minutes to go in the game. It was a 1-point game.
Mm-hmm.
And then every shot we took was short. Legs were kind of gone. And what helps that out is depth. And of course, getting Curbelo back is kind of the
massive.
Yeah, that's like that's the end all be all, really, as far as like from the point guard position goes. But guys like Kobe are going to have to be a part of that for sure. And we saw a little spark tonight out of Jeffrey Armstrong. Jeffrey Armstrong is going to play a part Jose Benitez is going to play a part this year. We got a new cheer going on over in Section G.
Yeah, we do.
In the G spot, it's hip, hip, Jose.
Jose.
Right? He's good.
Yeah.
He's slithery down there, like a Manu Ginobili type slithery action that he's got going.
Ooh, good reference there.
And as far as what people did tonight scoring wise, one of the main things that I liked about looking at this score right here is that nobody – I don't know if you're looking at the stats or not, but how many points do you think our leading scorer had?
Oh, gosh. 12?
11.
Ah.
Not bad. So we had two guys with 11 points. Donovan Ivory with 11 points. He hit one three-pointer. He had several three-pointers that were in and out, rattled in and out.
Oh, yeah.
4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line. Looked a lot better from the free throw line than I thought. In Akron, our total number of free throws that we made were all by one person, Crow. He went 3 of 7.
Yeah.
The entire team went 3 of 10, and Akron made a ton of free throws. And there were some horrible calls in that game. But at the end of the day, you can't do that, right? You can't have Kobe only play 5 minutes. You can't go 3 of 10 from the free throw line as a team and expect to beat really good teams. So Donovan had 11 points, pretty good shooting night, 4 of 11. And like I said, 2 for 2 from the line. The next leading scorer was Kobe Montgomery in 16 minutes. He had 11 points in 16 minutes. He has one of the highest releases on his shot.
Yeah.
It's a shot that I don't know that you can, once he is on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he looks pretty confident. I think when he walks in the gym, he thinks he's in range.
Yeah.
And maybe that's one of the reasons that he was sitting out. Like, hey, man, you have to learn how to pass it. You have to learn how to – I don't know. I'm trying to make a guess what the possible reason could have been. Maybe he was sick. Maybe, I don't know. But to have a guy that has the ability to come in and get you 11 in 16 minutes, that's kind of what Ivory gave us last year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So to think that we have a guy like that that's just waiting to bust out, that's a good thing. Next leading scorer was Victor Hart with 10 points. He played just 24 minutes. So all of these big guys that we're talking about, Ivory 23 minutes, Victor 24, Austin Crowley 21, Mo only played 23 minutes. I think that's big. Victor
Jose Benitez
only played 20 minutes, So and we already mentioned it, but they got to play some minutes, not just against the other teams like backups. They were still pressing all game long, diving on the floor up until the last whistle. So they got to play in as like dramatic of circumstances as you probably ever get to do, being in that mop-up duty. So anyway, it was some good things that went on tonight, and I'm glad to get a W right before we head off to Jacksonville. I'm going to play some tough teams this weekend. I really hope we play Cornell at one point, just because I know your Andy references from Office Space.
The Office.
Yeah, from The Office. They're going to be off the chart.
Oh, yeah. I mean, who doesn't love it? I can't tell you how many times I've watched it through, and I was a very late adopter to that show, but man, I have become obsessed. It is part of the reason why I'm a night owl. I think I just kind of roll through Peacock just over and over and over, just keep working my way back through. Such a good show.
So I did some decorating.
Yeah, see that.
Get out of the way.
I like it. I like the is that like a what is it? What do you call those? The light. What is that? What are those called?
It's like a faux neon.
Yeah, neon. There we go. Neon lights.
It's faux neon. Let me get over here. Okay, there we go. So I got the faux neon. I also have bobbleheads. I got Spoon, Seymour, Austin Davis. He's not holding the trophy. He should be holding the trophy. The trophy's here.
Yeah, he's just holding his hands. Yeah, I see it.
Corky, and then I got some dirt from the Pete and a bunch of other cool stuff. Jeff Bauer signed football.
I see a hand. 2. There's a hand behind you.
Oh,
Katie appearance.
Somebody was asking a question. I got you. Okay. But yeah, I mean, we would like to know you guys' thoughts. You can buzz in, somehow, PLo? I don't know if you can tell him how to do
Yeah,
that.
I haven't really figured that out, honestly. I mean, I can see if we're getting comments. We haven't gotten anything yet. I know that it says I don't think you can make comments in on Twitter, but you can on Facebook and YouTube. So we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and X right now. I did verify all those, so we are there.
Yeah, and if you're looking for something to talk about, we've laid out a few of them so far about the depth issues, the Curbelo situation. Nobody really knows what's going on with that as of now, but
we're not alone.
It's good that we haven't heard a no.
Yeah. Well, I think earlier, Matt, our good friend Matt Rockwell, hopefully he's listening to this on this ride back to Madison this evening.
I wouldn't say good friend.
Yeah, he's a good friend. He was talking about he has a friend that is an Ole Miss fan, unfortunately, and so they're in the same boat. They're waiting on two guys, potential starters, guys that make an impact. And they're kind of the same way. I feel like he is kind of like the missing puzzle piece in our offense, and it would be really nice to have him on the floor.
We're gonna have to have more than one point guard.
Yeah,
and Benitez is inching his way there. And Armstrong, don't get me wrong, Armstrong and Benitez can handle some of the load. It'd be really nice to not have Mo play 38 minutes. He can't play 38 minutes every. Something's got to happen, right?
Yeah.
So you would hope that a guy like Curbelo, I mean, at one point, a 6th man of the year in the Big Ten for Illinois, like he's possibly the best point guard in the league if we can just get him off the bench. And, as much swagger as Curbelo has just on the bench with how he shows up to the arena, with the glasses and with just decked out fashion wise. I can't wait to see how that translates to the court. And the few practices we've been here, obviously he's one of the better players, right? But anyway, so we still have some things to look. I mean, without him, we're a good team. We're probably still going to make a push. With him, he's kind of the icing on the cake, right? Mm-hmm. And then we referred to Nefty as that before. I mean, it's not that you have to have Nefty to be good when you got him. That's the sprinkles on the cupcake. That's the rest of the stuff. So Curbelo, I mean, and having both of them together, if you really want to look at it that way, if we don't get him back this year, but then we do get him and Nefty together next year, I mean, that's
huge.
That's something to look forward to as well.
Did you see that comment there? Watch this. Hey, Katie Bailey made a comment.
PLo, I thought you left. Have another glass.
I did leave. I did leave, but I had to come here. So
yeah, PLo's running the show, hitting the ones and twos. But so we got the Curbelo thing. We have the depth issue. We have I mean, what'd you think about Mo Arnold's play tonight? What'd you think about you guys that have watched Mo play for the last? I guess this is his 4th year.
Yeah.
Those of you guys that have, or maybe even saw him in high school from down in Picayune. I mean, how do you think Mo has progressed? He's my son's favorite player, partly because Mo is left-handed and he shoots right-handed. My son does the same thing. And I hit up Coach Leidner. I said, "What should I do?" Jack Wright's left-handed. He eats his cereal.
I did not know that.
Yeah, but he shoots.
Does he hit right-handed? Does he hit right-handed?
Jack does.
Like a baseball? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's why
he's all messed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good too because
he writes left-handed.
Writes left-handed. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Does all that. But so that's his favorite player. And the thing Coach Leidner told me about it when I asked him, I said, what should Jack do? Should I teach him left-handed? What do you mean? Because he dribbles it all the way down left-handed and then switches over and shoots it. And he said Mo Arnold did the same thing. Tell him to do whatever's natural. I was like,
yeah,
oh my God.
Love it.
So ever since that story, Mo Arnold's been Jack's favorite player. So, I mean, I'd like to hear some comments on that. I mean, what do you think about Mo and his progression
Yeah, I mean, I know for me, I said it early. I think when we went to that first practice, or either it took me a while to even recognize him. I mean, I feel like he's slimmed up. I feel like he's in better shape. I guess he's going to have to be as many minutes as he seems to be playing. He seems like he's gotten quicker. And I think for us to be successful, he's really going to have to drive to the basket and hit that little floater that he hits in the lane. A lot of times when we can't get it going offensively, it's almost like that is the spark that we kind of get, he can start hitting that little floater or kind of drive in and then kick it back out and out to the perimeter. So we're going to need Mo to give us everything he's got this season. Hopefully he gets some help if the NCAA will quit screwing around.
Well, and when Mo or whoever's playing point does kick that ball out, we've got to do a little bit better shooting the ball.
Yeah, so we got another comment
tonight. Let's see, 3-point percentage tonight. Well, we were 5 of 21. It's not good enough. Not good enough to beat the better teams. I wouldn't think. I mean, not like you needed it tonight, right? But yeah, 5 of 21 is going to have to improve. Free throws were better, but 19 of 30.
Ted, we are here. I don't know why you didn't get a notification. Great. Yeah, no. Yeah, appreciate you, Ted.
Rebounds really cleaned up. 15 offensive rebounds, a solid 35 on a defensive end. So that's a ton of rebounds. I mean, Tegra is that's a guy we hadn't talked about yet, but Tegra is a factor down low, and you can see him growing every single game.
Yeah,
he's getting a little mean streak.
Yeah,
I like it.
So, do you think his parents were Eagles fans? Tegra easy.
Oh, I was like, you mean like an actual eagle?
No.
Like, there it is, my favorite bird.
Hey. It's a good. She didn't say anything, Amanda Lee. You just joined. You just didn't say anything.
I'll take it. We could have worse guests.
Yeah. Hey, I have to say, shout out to the Lee family rocking the G-Spot hoodies in section G.
They got their G-Spot shirt before I got mine. I still haven't got off my ass and done that. I'm going to do it, though.
Oh, here we go. Here's a comment for you. You can read this one.
Oh.
Out loud.
Okay. Katie Case Bailey has chimed in once again. And the deal is, let me just start off with her name. I did that Katie Case Bailey thing because years ago, and she didn't even go by it. It's just I just said it, and then it kind of stuck, I think. Because I used to call her Katie Case before we got married. And then I just added the Bailey on there. Anyway, still going strong. Katie Case Bailey says, this is such a fantastic team. I love how we let the other team think we are slacking, and then bam. No, we got y'all. Ladner is outstanding.
Love it.
Good job, Katie. See, everybody can follow Katie's lead.
Yep. Comment.
Let us know whatever you want to. So we've talked about Kobe. We've talked about.
Let's talk about Benitez. His play tonight. 4-4.
Well, I mean, for my money, he's making a real argument for minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, he comes in. He can handle the point, right? He can bring the ball up the floor. He acts like a little floor general out there, pointing out directions. He doesn't turn the ball over.
Mm-hmm.
Has a knack of getting to the hoop, and is crazy good defensively. So that's like 5 good things, right?
Yeah, I mean, and I think his vision is great. I mean, he tends to like really drive and then make that extra pass. He's special. I mean, and I think I saw somebody else comment this somewhere, maybe on the way home or something, but somebody said that, he's a special kid, special player, kind of going after a ball, going out of bounds. We're up 30 something points and there's like 3 minutes left and he's diving for loose balls. That's shows the kind of player he is.
Where you're going to get a lot of that out of a Coach Ladner and a Coach Cardona coach team,
Yeah, no doubt.
If you don't do that, you probably will find yourself on the bench. Maybe that's why Kobe sat last game. Maybe there's something at practice. Totally guessing, but
yeah.
If you go to the games and you watch number 10 play for a little bit, you're like, this guy's got some serious ability.
Yeah. Oh, we got another comment here. Let's see. And we'll throw it up there. Good friend Kevin Rogers, shirtless in the comment.
Wow. That's a family show, Kevin.
Montgomery has such a sweet jump shot, smooth when he is on it. Will be the difference some games. Agree.
Look, I can't agree. Look, there are going to be some games this year that Kobe and Crow are on. There's going to be nothing anybody can do about it. Play whatever defense you want. Pick your poison. If both of them are on in the same game, it's going to be tough to deal with for anybody in our league. From the top to the bottom. That being said, we've talked about our 3-point shooting thus far this season, and it hadn't been perfect by any means. So, look, we're just finding our way. Baseball does the same thing. At the beginning of the year, it doesn't look like the end of the year. The one thing that has been consistent is defense, and that comes from Coach Juan and his style. You can tell the guys are still learning it a little bit, but it just leads to so many turnovers and so many easy baskets. That's going to help. That's going to help us get quick shots. And after a made basket, it's really easy to press, right? So if you can get a really easy basket and press on top of that, it makes it that much more.
We are. Let's see. I'm getting some messages saying that comments are turned off. I'm trying to figure that out. Again, training wheels.
Yeah, stay with us tonight. We're not going to stay on forever. Unless, I don't know, 10, 15 more minutes tops. This was a figure stuff out night.
Yep.
And so, just keep them rolling in. Even if you don't think you have like a great question, just go ahead and throw it up there just so we can try to work out some of these kinks for when we get to some good games. This is an innocuous midweek game in the middle of the week. I know people got to go to bed. It's a school night. I get it. But it's a great time. This is kind of like we've been talking about the basketball team and how they've gone through, practices and the first few games of the year. Well, PLo and I are doing that. This is our spring training. So go ahead and help us out just a little bit with that. Back to these stats. A guy that had a fantastic night tonight, I thought, is Jeffrey Armstrong. One of my favorite players. If you remember, if you listen to the podcast when we asked Ladner about, I forget what we asked him, but he said that I think I asked him like who the fastest player on the team was, and he said that Jeffrey Armstrong's never lost a race, whether it was a half court and back and all the way down, a suicide, the whole deal, up around the bleachers. Since Armstrong's been here, he never lost a race. So he has put in the time. So he comes in, he plays 10 minutes tonight, goes 3 of 5 from the field. He hit a 3, 2 of 4 from the foul line. Got himself a defensive rebound. Had a couple of steals.
So we're starting to get some comments rolling in. So whenever you wrap that up, I'm gonna jump to some of those. But go
ahead. But not Jeffrey. Good night, man.
He was great.
Have a guy that far, kind of. I won't say that far down the bench, but definitely not a starter. Come in and get you 9 points in 10 minutes with a couple steals.
Yeah,
that's all effort right there.
So Kevin Rogers, this is great. Said, speaking of baseball, I'm broke. Renewed season tickets today. So.
Baseball tickets did go up. I got that email as well. It's not $150 for standing room now. It's $200.
Yeah.
So instead of the Bailey clan having to come off of $450, we're coming off of $600.
Yeah.
That's no bueno. But, hey, sold out tickets last year. We're inching our way that way in basketball. If after we reported on To the Top Talk on the pod that we were at 1,500 season tickets, they released a thing today that says we're at like $24.95. So
yeah.
I literally was off 1,000 tickets.
So Mason Lyons said bet the under this season.
Yeah, well, he's got a good point. I mean, number one, Southern Miss is not going to. If let's just say the over under is, I don't know, 140 or so. So that'll be like 70 to 70 if you're in a tie. There's not going to be many times that we give up more than 70 points. This defensive style that we play. So as far as taking the under, I don't know in what context he was referring to that, but
I mean, look, just the Mississippi State game is a perfect example of that. I know we shot terrible that game, but I mean, in the first half, we were almost at halftime, and it was like 25-22 or something.
Yeah, and that's probably an NCAA tournament team.
Yep.
So, and they had some huge dudes. Look at that. That game right there is a perfect game to look at, really, if you're talking about what this team for Southern Miss this year, how it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
That State has size, crazy size. That's the one thing that through the years has given us so many problems. Even last year in the South Alabama game, I know we won the Louisiana game, but both of those teams gave us big problems just because of one thing. They had huge size and we didn't.
Yeah.
You play a team like State, and not only do they don't just have one of those big dudes, they had like two or three of them.
Yeah.
And we really I don't know if we outplayed them. I don't want to say that. It was a very evenly matched game, and State made two more shots than we did, and they won by 2 shots. That's just kind of how it came down to. So,
let's see. This is a good comment here. Jeremy Burke. General thoughts. Armstrong is underrated, running point off the bench. 2, you can tell this team is being better every game. 3, my wife went to Hibbett Sports in Waveland, Mississippi to get a USM shirt, and Hibbett's doesn't carry Southern Miss apparel. You know who does? You know who does?
PLo went away, I think. So I'll take that. So
I'm back.
He's back.
I have no idea. I got so excited. You know who does carry USM apparel? Here we go. Let me hit you with it. Bonfire.com / to the top talk. I mean,
delivers it right to your house.
Yeah. You don't even have to go get it. We'll just ship it to you. And by we, I mean Bonfire.
So the Armstrong thing, yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think he's a 30-minute a game guy, but I think he's definitely a piece of the puzzle. He's a gnat on defense, right? And he proved tonight that he can knock down some shots. If confidence is a crazy thing. So you're going to get the energy from Armstrong. You know that you're going to get a great defense, and he's also going to be. He's like probably the most coachable kid on the team.
Oh yeah.
However, he was coached to do things, he's going to do it like that. You don't have to worry about him just going off script. So those are all great things that you get from Armstrong. What was the next question? That's the Armstrong thing.
It was team is getting better every game, and Katie wants to sell some houses.
Oh, well, I agree with that.
Shara Graham White. We love this team and coaching staff. Agreed.
Wow. Being graced with Hattiesburg royalty.
Yeah.
Shara Graham White, wife of Slade White.
Oh, yeah.
Owner
Here
and
we go.
proprietor of 4th Street Bar and Sideline Sports and Grill.
Our buddy Phil said he was one of the ones that saying, we know that commenting on Twitter is not right now. I have to do a little research on that. We'll get it fixed next time. So if you want to make a comment, go to our YouTube or go to Facebook and you can comment because we are getting lots.
And there's some way to give the floor to someone.
Yeah, we're working on that. I don't think that's happening tonight. We may have to talk to our good friends over at Raging Review to see how they do that, because I have not figured it out.
Okay, well, good. Well,
speaking of Slade, he has a comment.
Oh, we need to get the big man involved. No plays down low. He's inching his way there. There were a couple plays. I'll tell you what, I'll agree with this. He doesn't need to put the ball on the floor. There's one time tonight, at least, that I remember he got the ball at the 3-point line and tried to go, Allen Iverson down to the bucket. That's not going to work. But there's also a high-low game, and Ladner does have that high-low game in the repertoire. Remember, we used it a lot last year. So But when he gets the ball up top, it's just got to be that turn and put it in.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be the putting it on the floor. Denaje Harris did a good job of that last year.
Yep.
With that little push shot that he had, he just kind of perfected that.
Mm-hmm.
And but the great thing, and that's offensively. Slade's talking about offensively, but defensively, if nothing else, and Awaku just because he's such a big presence, he didn't even have to block the shot. But as soon as someone's taking the shot, if he's anywhere around, their shot is altered.
Yep.
So even if it doesn't come down to a block shot, heck, the best block shot of the night tonight was by Donovan Ivory on that 3-pointer.
Oh my gosh. I have never seen a block more all ball than that. I mean, that was incredible.
Yeah. But Izzy is still a work in progress, but man, he's just, you can, if you go to any practice and then you watch what they work on and then you go to the game, you can tell that he's trying to do what they're telling him to do, which means he's learning. So it's not even Thanksgiving yet. If he's where he is right now, I mean, barring any kind of setback, injury-wise or anything, he's going to – I think we can all agree he's not going to be worse a month and a half from now, right?
Right.
So that's a good thing. If you got a 7-footer learning and coming off an injury, I mean, he had a wrist thing, right? That was holding him back for a little while. That seems to be completely healed.
Here we go. New comment. Let's see. Our good friend Deshaun.
The DAW.
Yeah. When
that's
the chemistry.
That's why we have to get the audio working on that end, because I want to see the DAW.
Yep. We're gonna make it happen. Let's see. The chemistry and the rotations are set. This team will be really, really special defensively. We will be one of the best in the conference. Get Corbello eligible and look out. I couldn't agree more. Once Izzy gets more in shape to D1 ball, he's going to help us down the stretch. Good stuff.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. We just need you to say it and not us.
Possibly disagree with anything that Deshaun just said. And he's a great follow on Twitter as well.
Yep.
I forget the Twitter handle off the top of my the DAW something. The DAW 1? Anyway, you can find it. He can tell us in a minute if he wants to, and I can give it out for reals. But no, Deshaun, you're right, man. And you have to find your way, Deshaun, over to Section G at some point. I know you go to all the games. I see the pictures. Just because you have better seats than us doesn't mean you can't come sit with us.
Yep.
In fact, if you came over tonight, I made my way down to floor level twice.
It happened.
And then my son and 2 of his friends made it down there. I don't even know how that worked out. They just juked their way around the people and came and sat down. But no, that's a great point, Deshaun. It's going to be a fun team to watch. Is it going to be able to eclipse last year? Are we going to go undefeated? And eventually we're going to lose a game at Reed Green. I don't know when it's going to be. You can't just win them all, But it's as far as Reed Green, the atmosphere goes. I've been going to these games for a long time, P. And what did you say tonight? It was 3,000 or so. Does this say in here anywhere?
Well, I don't know if it's fully in the notes yet. It will say that at the bottom of the notes, but I don't know if there's.
Well, the point is, it was a good crowd.
Oh, here we go. 4,094.
Okay, I don't believe that.
Yeah,
but
that's what the notes
I'll believe 32.
I don't know. I mean, the Dick Garlands, the students were there.
Okay, well,
the pep band.
We're inching our way.
Yeah.
But there's been so many games, even last year, before, everybody, even though we were beating on the drum from the word go and just, stomping on the floor, telling people how good this team was, there were games where there was 250 people there.
Yeah.
Right? Before Christmas. Nothing's ever been good before Christmas.
Oh, no.
No.
Cameron
Indoor looks like if you're not playing a top-notch team before Christmas. But I think it's kind of par for the course. Your good crowds show up when people figure out you're good and conference season rolls around. That being said, we've never had what we had tonight, as long as I've been here, that I can remember. maybe the Tyndall years, maybe. But
That was quoting you. Okay, I don't believe that.
oh, I don't either. Do you? That's J
No,
Hope. No,
yeah,
who's that?
I don't know who
That's not
that is.
Hezzy.
Oh, let's see. Dahl again said JMU home game to start conference will be huge. Yeah,
Ooh.
that would be a good sellout. We definitely need Cujo. Cujo, if you're listening, make sure you pencil that one in. I'm sure it is. I would imagine.
We asked Ladner on the podcast.
Mhm.
We gave him an over. We said 6,000 fans in attendance.
Ah,
And the over under was 6 games, and he said way over. He
yeah.
said it should be like that every game.
Corey Moore. I think that's right.
That's who it is. Sorry,
Yep.
Corey. It's this little bitty.
Yeah, it's this tiny
I
little
see the
window.
just so both teams have fun, but
Yes. Yeah.
then
Love
your
Corey.
picture and your 2 children are about the size of a half of a dime.
Katie chimed in. Dick Starlings were amazing. They were really good, man. Like I really like the Southern Misses. I think they've gotten tremendously better. I just wish there were more of them. Because like the
Well,
dance
of
compared,
course.
well, I meant like in their dances, right? Like the Dick Starlings had like, which I know they can't have that many, but like I don't know. It just seems like the more, the better it is. I don't know. That's just me.
How close is your wife to you right now? Is she like in the bed behind you?
No, she did sneak in here earlier and she's like, "What are you doing?"
Well, he's talking about having a whole bunch of Dixie Darlings at the moment.
she's like, whatever, I don't care. Phil finally okay. He married one, I think. Wasn't Phil's wife Dixie Darling?
Phil can get away with that.
Yes.
He did marry one.
Okay, cool. That's how much money is in my bank account because of yeah, half a dime. Yeah, I feel you. I got 2 as well, and they're not cheap. Man, this has been
It
good.
looks like Corey's still young enough to where, or the kids are still young enough to where I don't think you have to purchase tickets. Once you got to start buying tickets for the kids, that's the reason Katie and I have one kid. I was like, we're not going to be able to go to games anymore. So,
oh man, well, this has been great. It's a lot. It's not as bad as or scary as I thought it would. We do want to. We will have more things kind of ironed out next time we do this, and hopefully we'll have the ability to get you guys on, and we'll hear you talk and kind of comment and rant or have a question. Kind of like a call-in show is what we were envisioning for this. So we appreciate the comments. That has helped the conversation a lot. But we will
the call-in thing will definitely happen.
Yeah.
We just don't know how to do it yet.
Yeah.
But everything else looks great, P. The banner and the whole
Thank you.
the thing.
Kevin.
I participated 0 in all of that.
Yeah, well, you know.
I'll tell you what, we'll just the next game that Southern Miss has is against Utah Valley. That is this Sunday, November the 19th at 11 a.m. Okay. So if you're making church plans right now, if you're trying to figure out if you should go to the early service or be lazy and go to like the 10:30 service, don't do that because then you won't be able to watch the game. It is at 11 a.m. They're playing in St. Augustine, Florida. I'm assuming it's on TV. It doesn't say right here. If it's not, you can still listen to it. And I guess to that end, if you're in church and you have an earbud, if you want to get down that way, it's possible. 11 a.m. start.
Yeah.
And then after that, November 20th, that's on a Monday, we will play either Cornell or Cal State Fullerton.
Oh, please be Cornell.
We're hoping for Cornell so bad.
So bad.
And the time of that game is to be announced, obviously, because I think if you lose, you probably play in the morning. If you win, you play in the afternoon. After that, we are back at Reed Green Coliseum, November the 22nd. That's Wednesday. That's 1 night. So 1 week from tonight at 7 p.m. And I don't know. After that one, PLo, we might do this again. We got a week to work stuff out.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if you saw this while you were reading that, but Kevin is up in New York City. He says it's getting late, but he enjoyed it.
Yep.
Love you, Kev. Frank, Smith, great show, great post game, awesome. SMTTT.
Frank saw him at the game.
Yeah.
The
Oh
same
yeah,
kid.
I met him. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I was about to
Ket
leave.
played on our soccer team this year.
Yeah, and I wanted to Frank, shout out. I wanted to make sure you got that softball. And so I was like talking to Katie and she said, "This is Frank." So nice to meet you, Frank. Corey, looking forward to the stream throughout the season. Awesome.
Well, so that's how it's going to go. And I appreciate you guys hopping on. PLo, you got anything else?
Yeah, we got a couple more coming in.
Okay,
11 people still on. So, I mean, you know, if you guys have any more comments, we'll hang around for a few minutes and get those in.
Hey, give us a little music under this.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's hit it one time.
Let's do it. Let's see. We fill in acoustic cinematic feeding the ducks. I have no idea what that means. I like this lo-fi. It's kind of my jam. Let's see. Jeremy, I conveniently scheduled a surprise family vacation to St. Augustine when my daughter gets done playing a pilgrim in her school playground on Friday. We're obviously, I just need to quit blindly reading this because whatever you put in here, I'm going to read it. We are obviously going to basketball games, but what else should we do? Going to be there from Saturday. Okay, if you're there Saturday in town, wait, is he talking about asking Wes what to do in St. Augustine, or is he asking you what to do in Hattiesburg?
No, St. Augustine.
Oh, well, how am I supposed to know?
You're the foodie guy. He's gone again. It's just me. And the smooth sounds of the acoustic, whatever you just said. Yeah.
I have no idea why I keep popping out. That's amazing. Let's see. Well, Jeremy, I really don't know a lot about St. Augustine, but I'm just going to assume maybe you're talking about Hattiesburg. If you're in Hattiesburg on the weekend, you got to go down to Lucky Rabbit. Check it out. It is all decorated for Christmas already, and it is awesome. While you're down there, I don't know, the Depot or
SoPro.
I'm talking breakfast. We're getting there. Breakfast
IPA. It's SoPro.
Yeah, lots to do down there. Plenty of places. Hit up Hub City Eats on Instagram, and there's lots of foodie recommendations there. James Williams, good stuff, guys. Appreciate you, James. Dahl is back in. People need to realize how big that game is next Wednesday. Yeah, Dahl, we really need you on here, Deshaun, just to, like, you can just be in and then just make comments. We're going to figure that out by next time, I promise.
Yeah, South Dakota State is awesome. The Jackrabbits.
Yes, great logo. Definitely need to get the calling stuff worked out because I need to rant on the NCAA dragging their feet. Oh, man.
Amen.
We couldn't agree. Yes. I want to hear it. Jeremy watched the game on TV at 4th Street Bar and Grill. I agree, Katie. Anything else? If not, I'm going to start a counter. We're going to check this out. This is something else.
Oh, it's a new thing? New toy? Yeah. Shut it down. Shut it down on the ground and down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Hey, how great was that?
Oh, I thought.
Sorry, I had to do it. Hey, Lisa.
I thought we were leaving.
We are. All right, everybody. We appreciate you. We are out. That ended awesome. Shout out to my wife. She's the best. See you guys next time. And here we go to the top.